Yo, what up everyone? I'm going to do another video today walking through the trading business opportunity on Whop. So I want to start by looking at the marketplace and going under the most money made categories. So we can see what percentage of the top earning businesses on Whop come from trading. So first we have the second highest earning company on Whop's a trading company. Not trading, this is trading, this is a crypto group. So it's two on the first page. This is a trading community, full-time trader here. Potion Alpha, that's a trading community, Felony Trade. So as you can see, pretty much like half of the businesses in the Whops in the first two pages of Whop are trading offers. And there's a lot of money in trading. I personally have had trading crypto communities in the past and so many other like that, but that is the market size and opportunity. So I wanted to start before we dive into building a trading Whop, and I'm gonna try to make this super quick and straight to the point. I want to touch on a couple of people who you might have seen on social media who are doing this and absolutely crushing it. So the first one is TJR. He's one of the most viral people right now. If we look at his reels, he's absolutely crushing it, getting hundreds of thousands of views on pretty much all videos. And he's a trading creator. He sells on Whop. He joined Whop about 1.5 years ago, and he uses Whop for his entire community. So he has a low ticket offer, he has a high ticket offer, and then he has an in-person masterclass as well. So this is just one example of someone who's done an amazing job tying lifestyle and trading together. And we obviously would never say how much money people make, but the top trading communities on Whop right now are making well over 7 figures a month. That's $12 million a year. So there's a lot of money in these trading businesses. Next, we can go to Orangey. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen Orangey before on social media, but he's one of the more viral people right now in the crypto space. And he also has a Whop. So this is his Whop where he sells access to his community. He's also, again, makes a lot of money doing this and has a very, very successful business. So I just wanted to show you guys a couple figures on social media that are well known and people follow that you might have already seen, and now you can connect the dots like, oh shit, like they're just selling access to a trading community, a trading course. You can make a lot of money doing this. So cool, we're gonna go through the process of making a new Whop again. I'm going to make a new organization for this. We're gonna call this Cams Trades. Cool. Outcome, I think I wrote this. Cool. We will help people with 1K make their first $500 with meme coins. It's fine. I can't delete anything else. So I should say yes, but it's fine. Continue. Cool. So now it is building the Whop. Amazing. Confetti, more confetti. Let's go. Whop has been made. So now, again, like all videos, I'm going to skip the overview page. We'll have a separate course teaching you how to make the highest converting store pages. But for now, I'm just going to build this Whop out. So first, I'm going to start by adding an announcements app. So every community, in my opinion, should have an announcements app. This is where you can post updates on the community, new challenge opportunities. Very straightforward. So first, we're going to have announcements. Then we're going to add our second app, which is trades. So I'm going to use the forms app. I'm going to add this, and I'm going to call this Cams Trades. Now, not every community will be giving out literal trades. There's a lot of massive communities of Whop that just teach people technical analysis, teach people different skills, and so on. So really quickly, I'll pause for a second. The different business opportunities in trading that you can do, where you can have a low ticket community, which is just like $50 a month, $100 a month, teaching people how to trade. And then occasionally, most big groups do give out signals and give people trading advice. So they'll say, I'm looking at purchasing Bitcoin at $95,000. It looks like a really good trade. This is my stop loss. This is my take profit. Then there's some communities that obviously don't do any signals at all. It's pure education and community. That's low ticket. Then you have high ticket. So high ticket's a big part of trading. High ticket's usually products that range anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000, and that's where you'll go live with people. So every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you go live with your users for an hour to give one-on-one advice. You do a lot more course content. You do more in the weeds, kind of like helping people one-on-one. Then you have what's called mastermind, like the super high ticket. So some of the biggest trading creators in the world will do in-person events. So they will bring people to a physical location, maybe it's $25,000 for the weekend, and teach people trading in real life, let people hang out with you. And that is kind of like as you build a bigger trading business, you want to have a good low ticket product, you want to have a good high ticket product where it's more one-on-one coaching, and then you want to have an in-person a mastermind where that's where you make the most money. So we're going to call this app, this is forms, we're going to call this Cams Trades. Save this. I'm going to make configure. I'm going to make this admin only. Who can post? Only admin. So only I want to post in this trade, and this is where I'll say like long BTC, like entry, take stop loss, take profit. TP. And this is where I would post my trade. So I'd post it out, everyone gets a notification of my trade. I'll also change, this doesn't matter for the demo obviously, but can't have this shit looking not nice. So now it looks much nicer. Cool. Okay. That is my trade. So now we're going to add another app, and this is pretty straightforward. We're gonna add a chat. So we want people to be able to chat with each other in the community, hang out, talk about trades. So now we just added a live chat where everyone can talk, be friends. Yo, W's in the chat. This is where people will hang out. Next, I'm gonna go down some everything else from here is pretty much up to you. Like those are the core things I'd recommend having. I'd recommend having announcements. I would recommend offering trading signals, or at least providing your educational take on the market. And then I would have a chat for people. Everything else from here, each community will be a little bit different. So some people will follow this, some people won't. I think if I was running a trading community, one thing I would have is kind of like a request chart, like request advice. So request advice. I would have a forum where anyone in the world can come here and say, hey, can you please look at Snap? Can you look at Meta? Can you look at any of these tokens and tell me if you think now is a good time to buy? A lot of people, when they join, they want your advice. So you giving them trades is amazing, but them also being able to request feedback on coins they're looking at or stocks they're looking at and have you chart it out, have you tell them what you think, will help. It's pretty much like, imagine if Tom Brady went into Bill Belichick's locker room and said, hey, what do you think of this play? And they can jam on it together. So I think requesting advice is awesome. Next, again, this is not every single group follows this, but a lot of people have courses. And this is where if you're going to launch a trading community, you should be a good trader yourself. You've learned a lot. You probably have a ton of recorded material. If not, you can record new material, but you should create a course teaching people different things. What is technical analysis? What is a stop loss? What is a take profit? What is a higher high? What is a higher low? Whatever angle you want to dive into. Are you a TA group? Are you more of like a news group where you teach people how to trade based on news cycles? Whatever your strategy is. So I would have a course where this could be called whatever, not analytics, sorry. This would be called whatever the course is. So this could be like technical analysis course. Cool, save. Amazing. Cool. Okay, so next, again, these are optional, but we have a one-on-one coaching app. So I think trading is no different than working out. Like if you're in a group fitness class, it's great, but if you're one-on-one, they're going to tailor it to you. You're going to need a lot more personalized advice. So I would recommend people set up one-on-one coaching calls where they just add availability. So you can add availability as a creator. How much do you want to make? Charge $100 per 30 minutes for people to get one-on-one coaching help. If you're just getting started, I would really push this hard. Make it super cheap. Just get on the phone with people, start building a relationship. If you're really big, like a TJR type figure, you should still do this, but it should be $10,000 an hour, $5,000 an hour. Like your time is worth a lot of money at that scale. So I think this is a great way to connect with people as you're building your group and have this be super cheap, but also something that gets you paid while also growing your base and something you can grow into over time. That is one-on-one coaching. Next, the wheel. We're going to probably talk about this in every single business opportunity video, but there's so much you can do with the wheel in creative ways. So when it comes to adding your own prizes, again, your time is extremely valuable. So you can give away Cam's Trades. We'll do custom prize, one-on-one coaching call for 15 min. We have 5 in stock. I want 1 per 500 people to win. Add. You can add the claim instructions. You can also get really creative and do something like Snapchat's $15 stock right now, I think around there. Give away 1 free Snap. Or maybe that's confusing because the Snap is one free Snap stock. How many do you have in stock? 10. So it will only cost you $100, again, low. You can DM them to claim. And there's creative, you could send them the $15 to buy the stock through Whop automatically, but it's just like, make the wheel as tailored, and I would turn off Whop prizes and add your own prizes so that it's super tailored to what you're doing. Try to make the prizes around trading. Other ideas could be like a TradingView membership. Pay for someone's TradingView membership. So whatever it is, could be free access to the paid group. Like you can get really creative here. So that is what I would do for the wheel. Next we have bounties. So we've spent a lot of time talking about bounties in the group and in a lot of these videos, but Bounties is just one of the most unique ways to get a community of people to do something you want them to do or engage with people. So if you go to the Bounties app, I think there's a couple really good bounties here. So first, I would add a bounty for post a winning trade from the group and win $5. So tag us on X or IG at whatever your username is, and with a winning trade from the group, screenshot of trade required, and win $5. make the task $5 per. And now, before you know it, you're creating social proof. So you're going to pay people to create social proof, which will help you convert more people. You can use this in marketing material. You can retweet this, repost on your Instagram, and get people to purchase. Next, what I think is a really good one is you can sign up for Robinhood, or honestly, sign up for Coinbase and win $25 after you deposit. Sign up to Coinbase with my referral link and win $25 once you submit a screenshot of your first $10 deposit. How this works is, let's say in the back end that Coinbase is paying you $100 per user you refer to Coinbase when they make a deposit. You can arb that. So you can just pay $25 per person who deposits in Coinbase. You're going to be one of Coinbase's biggest affiliates, drive them a ton of people, and you'll make $75 per person that signs up. So that's Bounties. There's a lot of other creative ideas you can do, but I'll move on from that for now. Lastly, suggestions. I think this is one of the most slept on apps on Whop, and one of the biggest problems I think businesses have today is they're very disconnected from their customers and the people using their product. If you go to Whop University, we have an app called Roast Us, where very publicly anyone can roast the fuck out of us and just completely destroy us and tell us what they hate about Whop. And that's really important for us because we understand what people don't like. And that is a lot of times we can solve those rather quickly. So the last thing I would add is suggestions. You want to encourage people to recommend what they want in the group. One of the biggest reasons I think a lot of companies in the space have churn is because they don't have good feedback loops with their customers. So if you have suggestions, anyone can come in here, they can say, hey, I would love more technical analysis content. Hey, I hate the technical analysis content. I want you to just tell us what to buy. Hey, do more trading competitions and so on. So that's everything. Again, I think the trading opportunity is just one of the biggest. Trading's been one of the biggest category. Trading's been one of the most well-known ways to make money on the internet. The number one info offer in the world is Dave Ramsey, and he has a finance podcast teaching people about trading. So I'm pretty sure he makes like hundreds of millions of dollars a year off of his offer. This space is extremely lucrative. So the last thing I would say is there's some really unique stuff you can do. There's no users in here, but you can now send people money in chat. So I would all the time do like trading trivia. Every single night I would give away $50 in trading trivia. And I would just do live chat trivia where it's like first person to respond with the price of Meta on November 15th, 2014 wins $5. And you send people money, they see the chat start popping. So I'd lean really hard into, if you're just starting out, I'd have a free trading Whop and give away $25, $50 a day and just use that to drive people into your community on social and then start converting them to paid. So that's the trading biz op video. Again, to highlight, it's really just, if you're brand new, I would start with a free Whop, provide a ton of value, get a lot of traders in there, and then I would slowly start building out your funnel, which should be low ticket, where you charge anywhere from $25 to $200 a month for a general trading community advice. Then high ticket, which is $250 to $10,000, where you offer more one-on-one coaching. And this, I would not ever do this until you have about like 1,000 people in your low ticket. Like wait until you have a good base of people that you can upsell and that love your product and get good value. And then if you get to the level of TJR, Orangey, some of these bigger figures, Dave Ramsey, you can explore in-person events. So that's a video. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thank you. Good luck. Bye.